This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to start us off. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect a tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle, but first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Ducks offense is on the move now. Hand it off. He's got the first and still going. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Ducks with 1st and 10 here. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
A sack sets up 2nd down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
First play looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Brings up second down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Yes, first down yardage at the 46.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Slangs the quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. Finding space at the 20. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Looking for a man deep down the middle. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
BAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to start this drive. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
The Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The receiver grabs it. He's found some room with the 45. Here he goes. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
And the Yellow Jackets line up with a first and goal. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Goal line formation for the defense. Design quarterback run. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Checks this down to the running back. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
This quarterback's got to be so frustrated. He's got an open receiver. He makes a good throw with a good route from his intended target, but this defensive back makes a heck of a play on the ball and knocks it away.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
And they'll take over.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. The backs got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught for the completion. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And here's the return. He'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Ball handed off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And the Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on second down. Well, the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. The offense going with the hurry up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That's hard. It's Harris. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? And they pick up the first on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And now the handoff. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard by this aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Gets the first and still running. Timeout is called. A Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets line up on first and 10 now. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? He breaks through. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. They bring him down. A chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the right side. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the 1st down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The sure hands. It's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The running back here in a direct snap. The Yellow Jackets churn out another 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. And the back now goes in motion. And the QB will try again on second and 10. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. QB keeper all the way. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw again. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. Ducks are in the red zone. And the same runner's got it again. And the Ducks pick up enough for a first down here.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. That's a big-time drop.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result, some positive yards.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That completion sets up a second down play. Looking for a man. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it on first down. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pass rush closing in. The pass ball is incomplete. They could not hook up on the final play of the third quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. He'll be brought down on fourth down, and the drive ends with a sack. The offense is set up with excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but they're knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 8.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
First and goal, handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The Ducks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll run here on third and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, I'm just shocked that they ran the football here on third and goal. They must have seen something based on their film study that said, if they give us this look down close by the goal line, we got to run it. But, man, bad call, backfires, and now they get a tough decision here on fourth down.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on fourth and goal here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the BAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Across the 40. Past the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. A huge defensive score.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Oregon. And the defense joins the scoring party now. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And they've got him.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. It's knocked away. Incomplete. 4th down now.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle them inbounds and keep that clock moving.
That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a 1st down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you. And this is exactly what happens here.
Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. The Yellow Jackets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Jones. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Caught over the middle. It's Jones. The ball is end zone ahead. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Working clock with the ground game. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. need that running game not producing much on the first down play. He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Pressure is coming. The ball is picked off. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
One of the few mistakes we've seen from this quarterback. He has been pretty much flawless this entire game, but this time tries to get a little greedy, and it cost him.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
The ball is caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Yeah, it's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Georgia Tech, 28.
Returner choosing to field this one. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Wide open downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's a short completion of the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Look out, he's in the clear. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now.
Six propane, ready. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. This one falls incomplete as time expires. This is an impressive performance. They pulled a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.